YouTube. This is Southern Prepper 1. I'm going to talk about giving intel back to your leadership or to someone else. In the military, this is called salute report. We use it to make sure we include every piece of information to pass that up to higher. So we're going to use that if you have a retreat and you have an LPOP or a fighting position and you want to pass information. This way everyone will use the same method and hopefully nothing will be forgotten. Salute report. The letters stand for size, activity, location, unit, time, and equipment. So basically when you're observing something, you're going to go, first one will be size. The size of the element. If you're observing 7 guys doing something, that'd be 7 personnel. Could be 7 enemy forces. It could be just 7 people. But include the very specific sizes. In the military, you might want to say a squad or a platoon. It's better to give the exact number of personnel. So give the exact number of people you see. The next is activity. What are they doing? Are they placing mines? Are they patrolling? Are they digging a defense? Are they working on vehicles? Write down exactly what they're doing, the activities they're doing. Next is the location. In the military, we give a 6 or an 8-digit grid. If you have a GPS, you could do something with your GPS. If you don't, you're going to just say, I saw him 300 meters north of the bridge on Highway 17. Or I saw him at the dead-end road next to the creek. You're going to give as much as you can to describe their location. Next is the unit. In the military, we look for unit patches. We look for markings on vehicle bumpers. We look for anything that can identify the actual unit we're looking at. In a survival situation, you might not have bumper numbers or insignias, so you're going to try to determine what unit they are from. If you can't determine the unit because they're just all dressed in civilian clothes, just write that down. They're in civilian clothes or a mismatch of civilians and military uniforms. Next is time. The time is the exact time that you see this thing happening, the time you're writing your report or seeing it happen. Don't get that confused with the time you turn in your report. It's the time the activity is happening. Next is equipment. You're going to write down the equipment they have. If they have a belt-fed machine gun, if they have sporting weapons, if they have military weapons, if they have mortars, anti-tank weapons, maybe some construction equipment they're with, you're going to write down the exact type of equipment. Let's say you see they have equipment, and it might be vehicles or something that you can't identify, draw a sketch, draw a picture. Anything you can put down on paper when you're seeing it will be more accurate than a few hours later. So while you're seeing it or observing it, write it down. That way you can turn this in either by radio or you can write it out and turn in a copy of it. That way people can make decisions, and it might not seem too important to you, but if a bunch of people are turning in a salute report and someone can look at that and they can tell, hey, there's major movement all around our area. Maybe the enemy or another group of people are prepping for something. So write down as much detail as you can. Let's just say you're in a survival group and you're on a LPOP or a position, we'll say LPOP number 2, and you're observing something going on in front of you. Let's just write one up here. LPOP 2 sees 4 vehicles and 7 men driving east on Highway 17, 2 miles from the bridge. Time is 7:42 a.m. on October 16th, 2010. They have in their possession construction equipment and a lot of sandbags and barrier material. And that would be a report. You would turn that into whoever you need to turn it into, or you could just write it down and compile that information. This is called a salute report. The military uses them. So if you have a retreat group or a group of guys, practice this. That way all your information will be standardized and people can draw out of a salute report the vital information they need. Thanks for watching.